Hey guys, this is DbdKmp, the best name in the house, the best place. And since Mr. Quest is almost over with, I was looking back at the numbers and I thought, nah, better not. And also, yeah, I actually skipped out on a day. I'm sorry about that. Things couldn't happen. I was in a bunch of pain, but that's no excuse, I suppose, anyway. I'm not here to make any excuses. I'm here to tell you that we're here and we're back on, welcome back to DbdKmp Plays Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. This would be episode 11, I think. I don't know, it's been a while since I looked up there. But I'm in the midst of uploading the last episode that I did yesterday. Not yesterday, I want to say that, but that's not true. It was actually on the 12th, and I did like 3 videos. I had to stop because I was running low on space, and I didn't want to take over the time. And I don't mind going over about 30 minutes, but I've been noticing that some of my videos have been going 21 minutes. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to set that without trying to go beyond that, but, you know. Yes, and if you can notice, I'm in this cave. Now, I started here because it was a safe location. I was trying to get to where I could actually record, but some soldier kept bothering me. Now, there's a secret to this, and I'm going to tell you. Just hang on a minute. Okay, we're back now, and, see what I got your attention here. This tunnel right here, it's very unusual, but if you fall down it, it's a random chance you can actually fall down and finally find yourself in your own house. How that can be, I don't know. It's just random. Because it happened once, and this Pepsi tastes awful, but it's still okay. Anyway, yeah, I can't fall down it right now and do anything, because, I mean, I don't even know how it's supposed to be that you're supposed to trigger that. I just know it's possible because it's only happened to me once. So don't ask me when you're supposed to do this and that. I don't know. But in this episode, you know, we're going to try to finish out this game, but there's a little bit more to this game since, well, you know, this game is a little bit short on its own. I intend to do some other Zelda games, but that's going to require other consoles. In the meantime, I'll be right back. Now, I had to go through a bunch of stuff. I'm going to meet you where we need to go. Because we have an option. We have a choice at this point. If we want to continue on the storyline, there is a random chance that if we were playing this on a randomizer, of course, which we are not, if you can't tell, we would be able to surpass things and not even worry about the pendants. That's a crazy thought. Never thought about doing it before. Oh, that's right. There is one more thing we need to go do before we continue on, and I will meet you there. And under here, you'll find bombs sometimes, but not always, so don't always take the risk. Anyway, see you a little bit. Okay, so we're back in the shop, and you might be wondering why. Well, we have a choice. We can take this, or this, which costs us more, but we had the rupees for it. I would recommend you get this. Thank you. This is the medicine of life and magic. You can recover both. Now, we could have got magic, but that just does it. Or this. As she stated before, let's see. Red is the medicine of life. Green is the medicine of magic. And blue renews both life and magic. Okay. That doesn't do anything because our hearts are not down. So we could have got one of those, but I recommend having that. Now, if you're worried about rupees, don't worry about it at this point. You know. Anyway, I'll see you momentarily. I think we've seen this dialogue before, but if not, did you meet the grandpa? Question mark. If all the bad people go away, comma. he can come back to the village. Period. I think that's all he says ever. Yeah, okay. See, now this is a guy you don't really need to necessarily mess with optionally, but you can do this. And he says nothing. Pay no attention to the average middle-aged man standing by the sign. Leave him alone. No expression point. Now, see what happens is we can do this. And yep. Why did you take my sign? Question mark. It says plain as day to just leave me alone. Exclamation point. Sheesh. Exclamation point. And that's how it is. You can't enter with something following you. Luckily, there's a way to get rid of this guy. And there you go. Now he's gone. Would you look at that? Anyway, I'll meet you momentarily where we need to be. Okay, so we're here, but I'm going to skip out again one more time. But before I go, I'm going to have to pause this for a little bit, be back temporarily. After a little bit, but got a little bit more time to spare. But anyway, yeah, there's two things I don't like about the simulator. One, the fast speed that you can't get, and the save states. Other than that, this emulator has been the best emulator I've ever had for like mobile. And let's talk about how you can do this on PC. But it's not that easy to pick it up for PC because it always wants you to go to mobile for some dumb reason or another. And let me tell you something about this emulator. Now, despite those two flaws, this simulator has been the best. I mean, I'm not saying it's better than Zenith, and it's really not. And that's if you want, or Super NES, which Super NES is actually more handy if you want to implement cheat codes into the Zenith. Zenith actually can do, well, actually the Super NES is not so bad either. It depends on how you can run it. But the reason I do the Zenith is for other reasons, because I like the Zenith. It has other things that the SNES does not have. Well, there's this emulator. Actually, believe it or not, we'll be right back up to these messages. This is what this emulator has. This actually has better functionality because it's like the ultimate, except it's not really, because you don't have PS2, you don't have Xbox, of course. Again, with Xbox, it's not very easy to get it going on emulation. So you could get an emulator for it, but the games are a different sort of story. But I can actually get down games that I actually do own for the NES. And the GBA, which on this I could do. But with SNES, you see that right there with that box? Looks like a gift wrapping, if you can see that icon down there. Green, that means I actually had to download it. It looks like I might have had to purchase it, but I didn't. And originally, while this game was out, you could actually pay for the full version. You don't have to anymore. And it was optional anyway. You didn't have to, but, I mean, the full version doesn't really mean it's going to come with more emulators or anything like that. It's just, you can just pay for it, I guess. I don't know why you would do that. It's not really, there's not much difference. Other than the fact that, wow, you paid for it. Psh, big deal. Anyway, I'll see you back in the game momentarily. Bit of a preemptive bonus for this video, but why not? Alright, so I'll meet you guys again where we need to be. Okay, so this is exactly where we want to be at. Now I'm going to change weapons. This is where we need to be at. And I'm going to change weapons here. And I just want to tell you, this is what I decided to do. I'm going to go for this mission, but I'm going to pause this here. after we get up to it when we need to go. Something over there, but I think anyway, I don't know. We'll have to check it out later, because from what I know, it has to be done later. But anyway, that looks ominous. Ooh, ho. And yeah, we're on the second pin, in case you want to know. Great. The best key to this is just let them come at you this way, because that way you don't get attacked. And you don't have to attack them, that way you receive no damage. I didn't know that years ago. Yeah, so... we could easily avoid them and get what we need for that door up there. But you can't see clearly, but we're going to wait till this guy stop attacking. And there you have it. But they will continuously do that anyway. If we, like, re-exit the room and come back. Yeah, see that door right there? I don't want to open it yet until I've gotten through all these chests to find another heart. And you can do that or not do that, doesn't matter either way. And we're going to go up these stairs. And this is the second floor, and this is where I'm going to pause it. Okay? And as you can tell, it's uploading one video. Anyway, see you. As you can see, fully uploaded. I'm just enjoying some chicken. It was free. You know, it said I don't normally show up that kind of thing, but there you go. And yeah, I'm gonna delete this. Reason being because it's already uploaded. So yeah. Got me a drink. As you can tell, I couldn't talk very loud because one thing was traffic. And so excuse me, you know. Oh, I'd be careful not to do that. I'm also enjoying some Pepsi, but bought myself out of the machine. But this pizza and chicken and so it's free. I just got me a big old deal. Now, what I got from my pizza? See, I went ahead and called them on the phone because, you know, where I'm living at, they don't have delivery online. Anyway, I don't like the sauce they give, and so I told him I wanted ranch, and I got it. I don't always get a ranch. That's fine. Can't complain too much because it tastes good even without it. But anyway, for the pizza, I've got one silver hamburger. The other side with chicken. The whole pizza is covered in pepperoni. And yes, it's garlic. Tastes good with the 2 layers of cheese, but it costs more. And sometimes, if you're lucky with their menu prices, it costs more to do it this way than it is to do it with cheese. I don't know why. But that's the way it goes. Can't complain though, because it's good food though. I mean, it's not like it's expensive or anything, but it depends on what you want to put out. I mean, so it comes out to be, regularly, that would have been $20.29 if I had to pay for it. Well, that's good. Pepperoni just ain't the same. It's like they overcooked the pepperoni or something. But, you know what? I'm not going to put down their food and say that their pepperoni is bad. No, it might be just me. Oh, yeah. So, anyway, alright, I'll catch you in the game. So yeah, we're back at the game, and oh man, I'm enjoying this chicken and pizza. So, be thankful you didn't have to watch me eat it. Anyway, just do it. Anyway, I should point out that this doesn't have, we're not that far in the game yet, but even though it's a short game, it's still going to take us quite a while because we still haven't been caught up enough in the game to get to the point that we're about ready to close in on it being over with. Unlike Mystic Quest, which is getting ready to get close to it. It'll still be a little while, but because we've basically taken so many shots at this and done extra things that you wouldn't normally do. So, and this bridge is a reference to many bridges that you will see throughout the game. So yeah. And I was thinking I would have to actually get other emulators, but I don't have to. But because of how much space there is, I'm going to have to get rid of Zelda and Mystic Quest, which is fine. Now, have to pardon me for a second here. In fact, I'll be right back. Alright, so apparently this is episode 10, not 11. Because I just got there looking at the YouTube thing while I was off screen. I still got more to eat, but, I'm going to try to slow it down a bit because I do have to be careful. And I don't want my pizza falling out so the cat can grab onto it. Don't want that. Because people food is not good for you, young miss. Excuse me. Careful. And make sure it doesn't fall back there either. God, it's a pain in the butt to move all this stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna mess up the mic for a minute. Always remember, you have to hide behind the statues as much as you can because those things will get you. And you don't want them to get you. It's all eye things. I did not mean to I did not mean to do that. But anyway. We just freeze those one of those guys. Oh dear Lord. Now you don't have to fight these guys. But it's recommended. Okay, I'm gonna let that go on. What I'll do is I'll get another fairy off screen. Okay. Again, another one of those rooms you're gonna just let these things come at you. You'd think that would be mean boss, but I guess it's like not in that room. I don't know until we get there. I'm not sure, but I don't think that's the room. But it might be another room. We'll see in here in a moment. As soon as they quit attacking us. Just waiting patiently. Come on. Jesus, this takes forever. Okay. And as usual, we gotta find another key. So that's what another thing we gotta do. That over there. Ah, we found the key. And of course, no hearts, but that's okay. Yep. Okay, in this room, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we need arrows. Yeah, we do. I can already see our target. Yeah, we gotta get past him, and there's no way without shooting him. Here we go. There's something else we could have had that would have made this more... Well, not really so much easier, but it can happen in the randomizer. But we'll go over that later. Anyway. We're gonna need that. Doesn't matter what order you put that in, you come that way. Yeah, they might go out, but it's okay. It's no problem. Okay. I'll meet you back here in a moment. I'm gonna go grab some berries, and you're right back. And we're back. Yeah, it was off screen for a little bit there, but you won't notice the difference. Anyway, I ate the rest of my food, and we're prepared. I got another fairy up screen. Actually, I didn't bother to come up to this point until after I resumed the game. What I done was off screen. I'd gone and got the fairy, and I finished eating my food, and while I was at it, I watched some of my show that I'm watching here called Devil's Line. So anyway, in this, I went past some enemies. There's an enemy that you seen last time where I had to use arrows. Well, because of how much arrows I have left, I didn't want to waste them. So I only use them when I have to, and that's when you actually have to get past him in order to get up to this point. And the one dude with the red eyeball, I actually got past him. So if you're careful enough, you can get around him. But you have to be. It depends on whether or not they're in your way. And when I first got in here, obviously he was in my way, so I had to knock him out, obviously. So, and luckily for us, we don't have to relight the candles anymore, or torches, or whatever you call them, to open this door. It remains open forever, which means we can come in here at any time that there's any point in doing this again. But yeah, we can do that, and once we've done that, and yeah. So at this point, you also want to have bows and arrows out. I mean, you can if you want. I'm sorry, let me start that over. There's 2 ways of knocking this person, this boss is coming up. You can either sword fight him or bows and arrows. Well, use what you can. Just like the first boss, the first pendant boss. There is a difference, though. Is that, yeah, you'd have to be... You can get luckier than me if you were playing it on an actual console or with an actual remote, not remote, but controller, but a PC, which I have done. And anyway, yeah. So I mean, you can either do it this way. I think I'm gonna go ahead and have it on anyway. Not that I'm gonna be very good at shooting these guys, but you can use that. There is another boss coming up that has arrows that have no effect on them. And here we are. And as you can tell, I'm no good at shots, I guess. I don't know. Damn stupid nail. And as you can tell, they don't get it when it goes red. You won the pin of the power. Your goal of finding 3 opinions is inside. Yeah. Explanation point. Go for the last one. Explanation point. And that about do it. Don't go messing with those guys with the rocks. You can if you want to, but it's not really worth it. Now here's a place that looks familiar. Can't move at all. Now be prepared to be amazed. We're going to get out the magic powder. Did not mean to do that. What? Question mark? Exclamation point. You turned me into a human. Period. I can never speak. Exclamation point. Aha, comma. It must be you who is always teasing my friends. The weather clock is always coming clock as I was watching you harass and we all come with this human shape. It's uncomfortable for me. Period. Ah, comma. I want to be a chicken again. Cluck, cluck, cluck. We haven't actually been teasing them, so I don't know what you're talking about. We accidentally did do that, but it doesn't really matter. So I guess all that proves to you is that it doesn't really matter. So you can do that as many times as you want to, but it just say the same thing over and over and over. Anyway, that's where we will end it, and that's about it. Next time, we'll be taking on the third and final pendant, if there's nothing else in our way that we might have to do in the meantime. Alright, this has been DbdKmp Plays The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, episode 10. See you for 11. Bye-bye.